Hey folks, I thought I'd take a second and show you the art journal that I'm currently working in because I hope to be working in it more lately, coming up. So I thought I'd show you what is done in it so far, and then you'll know where we're starting at. This is one of those books from Michaels that has a bunch of different types of paper in it. There's like black paper, this plastic dividery paper, photo slots, photo paper, white paper, how many times can I say paper, and then this like grayish colored paper, and it's like 5 sections kind of that. My previous art journals have been things that books that I repurposed, or small, what am I trying to say, traveler's notebook size journals, and I'll do a couple walkthroughs of those coming up, but this is the one that I'm currently working in. I just wanted to change. So the front is collage pictures. It says your piece is never lost. I like that. I loved these illustrations. They're from a Real Simple magazine, and if you watch any of my videos or continue to watch them, you'll see that I take a lot of the stuff in my journals from Real Simple magazines. Their illustrators are amazing and they just speak to me. I don't know. So, and this is like newspaper clippings. If I find stuff that I like, I cut it out and I just save it for whenever. This is a picture that my daughter drew me that I just taped in there, or I mean glued in there. The covers of this are like chipboard, so it's nice and sturdy. This is like a plastic dividery thing. I just stamped on it. This I painted, and this picture was cut out from, I believe, a Flow magazine, an old Flow magazine. I love Flow magazines too. This is also from a Flow magazine. It's got journaling on it. And then there's scraps of paper, or scraps of fabric that I cut in there, or that I stapled in there or glued. I think most of them ended up getting stapled too. I don't know what I do. Sometimes something that somebody says just resonates with me and I make a journal spread about it, or I don't know. I just like to collect thoughts and memories that I like. And my dad's getting a little bit older and his circulation's sort of bad because he has type 2 diabetes, and so this winter it snowed like a mother effer all the time, and there was so much snow, and I made fun of him because he never would go out and shovel. Like, he just like damned the city ordinances. He just ignored it, and eventually it would get sunny and warmer and he'd be like, look, God shoveled again. So I love that about him. And then I like little quotes and stuff. These obviously were more pages of the full pages of the photo papers, but I actually cut them because I didn't want all of these full photo pages, because I don't print out full photos that often. I use my Sprocket. Sometimes I do, but I just wanted it to be a little bit more scattered, and I wanted to be able to see what was underneath it through the other ones, so I just cut this in half so that it was just parts. I really loved that painted pottery, and there's pieces of scrapbook paper in there. This says, the things that excite you are not random. They are connected to your purpose. Follow them. I also like the idea that my kids will have these one day and they can read through them, so you know, that morbid part of me is thinking things that I want them to know if I'm not there to tell them, which hopefully I will be there. Take time for your art every day. And then these are some cards from some places that are around in my city that are really cool. So This one I love. It was a spread because last, gosh, whenever this was, it's not dated. Maybe last fall. Addie, she loves getting in the bathtub. She loves taking baths. And then she would be like, set up the computer so I can watch Netflix. So she'd sit in the bathtub with the computer sitting on the toilet and she'd watch Netflix. So I drew like a clawfoot tub and then found this girl and sat her in it. I just loved it because I was like, Addie, you are ridiculous. And then these scraps of fabric. Actually, my mom gave me a box of fabric scraps that she's used on old quilts and stuff. And sometimes I just clip my journaling in, like, just random notes. And this is something from Tights that I got my daughter, the tag. And then this is from, I think a book, maybe. I just love sticking in random stuff. This, I like, hammered in here because I got into doing these like leather keychain things for a while, and I even bought on Amazon the like leather stampers. So I have the whole leather like alphabet that I can stamp on leather and stuff, but I never did anything with them. So more fabric. This is a lot of it's journaling. Journaling, and then just memories. This is scraps from one of my favorite quilts that my mom has at her house. So she gave me the scraps from when she cut it down, and I absolutely love it. This is something that my son drew me. No matter what people think of you, always keep singing your own song. That's from the school carnival. I had to work that night, so happiness. I don't know why I glued this thing. Choose happiness. Those are from, let's see, from, what am I trying to say? Scrapbook paper. You know how sometimes they have the cards. That's them from the carnival. Draw something in your house that really feels like home. This was from the magazine, the Flow magazine. We have 2 black cats, and that looks exactly like our cat Skinny, and he just like sits and stares at you like he's thoroughly unimpressed. Home Sweet Home. These are just magazine pictures, and I loved all the toys. Let's see, journaling, fabric scraps. Some of it's just art, some of it's art and journaling. This is my daughter. When I did this one, I was thinking kind of about Girl Scout cookies because I was the troop volunteer cookie mom. So I had to coordinate her whole entire troop's cookies. So that felt very, very relevant in February. And that's her in her ballet tutu. This is her Daisy troop. And stuff we did with her Daisy troop this winter. This is the daddy-daughter dance. That I just journaled about that. Pictures from the dance and some magazine clippings. I hope you guys are close enough. Oh, I'm talking way too much again. I'll try and hurry through this. While they were at the dance, we did puzzles. So that's what we did. Puzzle night. And then these were from I don't know what magazine it was. Like maybe like, I'm not sure. And then a tag from some clothing. But I just liked it. It was Meet the Family, and then it was these little cookies that were decorated. Here's another one of these clear pieces I stamped on. This just has the Valentines that they gave out to school this year. And then it was, these are like die cut kind of things that I got. And then here was the little girl and little boy things. And this is a picture that Henry drew in kindergarten, and they made it into stickers. So it's our house and then us. And there's our 2 black cats down in the corner. It's so funny. This was just lettering that I really liked. Things that I liked, you know, that I stuck in these pockets. I usually don't keep all the pockets like this, but Tune my heart to sing thy grace. I just love that. And then it's just pictures of my kiddos and I. I liked all of these because smiles, so many of my smiles begin with you. All of my smiles and most of my drinking begins with them too. So this is more journaling. This is another scrap from a beautiful quilt. My mom quilts and she's pretty amazing. She could knit you like an outfit. In February, my daughter and I both got influenza B, and my husband and I were going to take a trip to Kansas City that we do every year, and instead I stayed home. He had to go for CE hours for work, but she wrote me this card. Thanks for taking care of me. Thanks, with an F. I love that. Thanks. Oh, Valentine's cards. Oh, my son and my husband signed up with my son to do the karate lessons, so this was their first belt test together. So Henry's a higher belt than Michael is, but they go together. So you can see that that is where I stopped. I have not done any journaling since then. Spring was just kind of crazy. I have stamped on stuff and sort of painted and stuff so that it wasn't all empty, but I still have a lot of stuff. A lot of room left in this, so I'm excited to get going again on it this summer. These feather stickers, these feathers were so pretty, and I found those on a sheet at Dollar Tree. They're so pretty. There's tons more in here. I just can't seem to find them at the moment. Like this, isn't that pretty? I love pretty feathers. I think that's really cool. So I like to stick things in there just so that everything's not blank. So I'm planning on working more on that with you guys. And then the back cover is more collage and chipboard, if I can get it to, oh, and I stamped on some of the pages as well. Nothing I do is perfect. You'll see. You'll see. Let's see. Can I close it? Maybe. Here we go. There's the back cover. You can see. I said, find your breath and begin again. Yes, yes, sissy. What, Dad? That's it, guys. Thanks for watching.